Steve, what did you think of the moment once it finally happened?
The moment was spectacular. It was an incredible shot. You know, it was kind of a fadeaway, high arcing three. So the degree of difficulty was there, and the crowd was anticipating it. And then the aftermath was more emotional than I expected it to be. You know, it was just an outpouring of love and support for Steph from seemingly everybody in the building. So beautiful, beautiful moment.
You guys over the last week have tried to not necessarily downplay it, but like we don't care where it happens, you know, whatever. Are you glad though in the aftermath that it did happen here with Ray, Reggie, his parents here, all that?
Yeah, we couldn't have gone any better. You know, to have Ray and Reggie here, to do it in the Garden in front of these fans, just great basketball fans who appreciate the game so much, and the atmosphere at the Garden, second to none. So for it to happen here was really special.
Was it planned that you'd have Looney or somebody foul and then you'd call timeout? Like
Yeah.
when was that talked about? When was that planned?
Just today, you know, thinking about it, you know, you kind of, you know, you have to do something. You can't just keep playing. And I was hoping we weren't going to be in the bonus when it happened. You know, I didn't want to give him 2 free throws, but yeah, it just felt like the right thing to do, and obviously, you know, set everything up for the. I noticed it was an extra long timeout, so obviously that was organized beforehand, which we didn't know about. I think it was about a 3.5-minute timeout. So it just felt like the right thing to do to make sure we celebrated.
Steve, you've seen Steph go through a lot. You've gone through a lot with Steph, and have seen him emotional and deal with those emotions. How would you describe how he was in the locker room and how those emotions have compared to whatever your championship brings?
I think Steph in the locker room was vintage Steph, you know, joyful, grateful. You know, he talked to the team about how much they mean to him, how much the game means to him, the process. It's just, he is who he is. That's the beauty of Steph. He's so authentic, he's so genuine. And I thought the night was perfect. It just pretty much encapsulated who he is, and his reaction to it was perfect.
Steve, what do you make of Steph doing this in like 500 fewer games tonight?
Well, it's a different game, obviously, but Steph made it a different game. You know, the tide was turning when he started his career. There were a lot of people who changed the game, changed the way people started feeling about three-pointers. You know, Ray Allen, of course, and Reggie Miller. You know, they were pioneers, guys who were shooting more threes than anybody. And then there were coaches who opened up the floor. I think Nelly was one of them. I think Mike D'Antoni. You know, those guys really pushed the envelope a little bit in terms of how many threes they were going to take. If you go way back to Rick Pitino here as coach of the Knicks, I remember everybody thought he was nuts. His teams were taking 25 threes a game, I think, at one point. So there have been figures along the way who have sort of pushed the ball forward. But Steph is a guy who just grabbed it, ran with it, and he's changed the way the game is played, the way young players think about the game, the way the entire league feels about the shot. There were 82 threes taken tonight. So on a night when he broke the record, the sum of both teams' three-point attempts was kind of a testament to Steph's impact on the league too.
Steve, what do you think of that interaction between Steph and Draymond, and how critical has Draymond been in helping Steph get to this point?
It's one of the beautiful things about continuity in sports. You know, when you get teammates who have been together for a long time, they start to read each other's thoughts on the floor. Those guys have such an incredible synergy and connection, but the human connection goes way beyond that. Just the ups and downs, the championships, the losses, injuries. Those guys are in that locker room every day together, and they've been together for a decade, and they're the heart and soul of the team. So it was pretty cool to see them out there. There've been a lot of people who have made the Warriors a special organization over the last decade, and when I think about those people, I think of Steph and Draymond, and I think of Klay Thompson and Andre Iguodala. They kind of set that foundation. Kevin Durant comes and takes us to another level, but Steph and Draymond were kind of there at the beginning, and so it's really beautiful to see them out there together.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Come on in here now, make it nice and simple. Thank you, Coach. You're good.